Let's have another example of a counting problem. A student wanting to go to town by bus can take any of the 4 AB liner service or any of the 5 Alps the bus. How many choices does he have for a round trip if he must return by a different bus service from his outward journey? Pause the video and try to answer this problem. Alright, let's analyze. So, from the place of the student, let's say this is where the student is, and he wants to go to town. So, he is given the choice of taking either AB liner or Alps. So, let's have that. If you're going to take the AB liner or the Alps. Once you do that, when you go back, you have to take a different bus service. So for example, if he chooses to take AB to go to town, when he returns from town, he has to use the Alps service. On the other hand, if he chooses to use the Alps service first to go to town, then once he returns to his place from the town, he has to use the AB line service. So if you're going to think about it, we actually have two cases of doing the task. The first case is using AB, the AB liner first, AB liner, then Alps, while the second case is using the Alps liner first. Case 2, the Alps, the bus first, then the AB liner. So it's very clear here that this is an application of the addition rule. Addition rule. But we're not yet quite clear what we're going to add. So let's take a closer look at our problem. So, if the student will take AB liner, he has 4 options. So, we're now dealing into case 1, and case 1 tells us that because of AB liner, or of taking AB liner rather, the student will have 4, it says here 4 choices. So, therefore, 4 options to finish the first part of the task. To finish the second part of the task at Alps, let's change that color so it's aligned with case 1. 4 options. To finish the task, the second part is to take Alps, which he would have 5 choices. So if you have 4 choices at the first part and 5 choices as the second part of the task, by the fundamental principle of counting, or FPC, sometimes it's to shorten it, we're going to have 20 choices for his round trip journey, provided he chooses the AB liner first. That's for case 1. If we're going now to find the number of choices for the round trip if he chose case 2, then let's do that. So there are 5 for the Alps, so I'm going to have 5 choices for the first part of the task. For the second part of the task, the AB, I have 4. So by the fundamental principle of counting, I will also have 20 choices of my round trip if I chose Alps first. And since I am asked how many choices does the student have for the round trip, regardless of what he chooses first, then we would have to add this through the addition rule. And we will have 20 plus 20. Therefore, there will be 40 choices for the student to have his round trip journey from where he is to town and back. And that is a clear application of the fundamental principle of counting and the addition rule.